like this. Deontay Wilder versus Anthony Joshua, still a good fight. It's a heavyweight division, but I still got to roll with Deontay Wilder. A lot of people like to bash Deontay Wilder, but he has only lost to one heavyweight, and that's Tyson Fury. Anthony Joshua, on the other hand, has lost to Andy Ruiz, and he has lost to Alexander Usyk. Now, to be fair, both of these guys has only lost to elite heavyweights. It is what it is. But when it comes down to these two, even though they're not undefeated anymore, I don't feel it's going to be far apart from them being undefeated. What I mean by that is I feel like the results is still going to be the same then as it will be now when they fight. Now, some people could say that, oh, Anthony Joshua back then was more hungrier. I don't know if he still got the passion, and I think that's true. But Deontay Wilder also don't have that same passion and the hunger that he has. So it kind of make it even in a sense. But Anthony Joshua, I feel like he's going to be outboxing Wilder. Maybe even hurt Wilder. That's the thing. Like, I feel like Anthony Joshua can hurt Wilder. And I definitely feel like he can outbox Wilder. But I feel like once Deontay Wilder finds that perfect right hand, and we know that can land at any time, it's bound, baby. Good night. Talk to your boy, man. EBTV Sports. Talk to me.
Yes, sir, man. This fight was like the fight of the century a while ago, man. And it's crazy how the losses have almost made this fight, because back in the day we were like, can this hurry up and happen, and we were excited about it, but the losses have created a thing where it's not even the biggest fight anymore. It's not what everybody want to see. I mean, we still like to see it, but it's not the same. It's crazy how that happened.
No.
But yeah, I think as of right now, I think Wilder, Joshua, is still going to do well. I think, I don't know, man. Wilder is, he had that good win versus Hellenius. And I think, it depends on Wilder's psychological, effects from that Fury loss. But he came back with that Hellenius win. And I think Wilder and Joshua, I think that's a close fight. Wilder always has that X factor, that right hand. And if Wilder wins, he's gonna knock him out, obviously.
Of course. Yep.
But I think, Joshua still got that solid boxing ability. But I think I'm leaning towards Joshua with this one. And I think, I don't know, it just depends on how the fight starts out, but I think Joshua has the intangibles to win this one. Because I don't know if Wilder's, his heart is still in it, or if he, is really up for this fight. But I think Joshua, man, that boxing ability, he is an underrated boxer. He lost to Usyk, but he is an underrated boxer. I think, Joshua, I think especially if he's active, with the punching active, and he's not throwing singular combinations, I think he can give Wilder some real big problems, some real bad problems. And thing is, has Wilder made those adjustments since the Fury fight? Does Wilder, because I've been saying it for about 3-4 years now, does Wilder have that boxing foundation? Did he finally learn the sweet science? Because I've been saying this, if Wilder ever got, I said that even a C- boxing, skill set, C- average, he would be arguably, I think, the greatest heavyweight ever, the best heavyweight ever. And in terms of most dangerous, I would say, not the most skilled, because Ali and other heavyweights.
No, but I see what you mean. Arguably, you didn't say like guarantee. It'll be an argument. Yeah.
Yeah. he probably be the most dangerous heavyweight ever. Because talking about that right hand, and the only thing he was always missing is that not having that boxing ability. And that right hand is almost a guaranteed, factor of life. So I feel like if Wilder ever got that boxing skill set, head movement, a little bit, he'd be the best ever. But I think with Joshua, all he has to do, if he stays active, high punch output. Joshua also has some conditioning issues too. We know about those.
Yes, he does.
And even Wilder to a certain degree.
Well,
I think.
Can I say this real quick about Wilder? Wilder do have. I feel like that Fury fight. I don't feel like it was Wilder's conditioning. I feel like Wilder putting on all that muscle.
Yeah, that is true.
And Fury, leaning on them and mauling them, brawling them with them and stuff like that. I feel like Deontay Wilder had good. Besides Fury, I feel like Deontay Wilder's conditioning is good.
Yeah, because I was that Fury fight was in my head, but then you mentioned that 220. See, he came in real heavy, man.
Yeah,
and that was not good for him.
That was terrible.
It all depends on the circumstances, how the fight goes. But I had Joshua. I think it'll be close, and I think thinking about it now, I think Wilder will probably catch him in the 7th or 8th. Just a right hand. That right hand is a fact of life. And people want to, they say stuff about Wilder, but don't forget, Fury was just 2 seconds, both times, both fights. Okay. He was just 2 seconds away from being out of there. He just got up just in time for both of them.
That's true.
Okay. So they want to say, people want to talk about Wilder, this and that. He lost to the best heavyweight in the world. That's his only loss. People lose to Mayweather, you don't say they trash. And obviously Fury's on Mayweather, but, he lost to the best heavyweight in the world. And then he really almost won both of them. If Fury don't get up, man, I'm telling you, that right hand, Fury had, because there was even a controversy with the clock. Everybody knows this. But, I think Fury didn't make the count. But
everybody knows this, though. Yeah.
He was very close to beat Fury twice. So you think about it like that. He catch Joshua one of those. Joshua ain't getting up like Fury did. I'm gonna tell you that right now. So I think revising my prediction, I think Wilder wins in the 7th or the 8th.
Okay. Yep, I see that too, man.
Conditioning, man. Joshua, I don't know how that's gonna work out for him.
It's gonna be a good one, man. But see, that's the thing, man. Years ago, you had AJ. Now it's like, man, I don't know, man, because they both have been through so many things,
Yeah. Yeah.
So it is what it is, though. But that's my final thoughts on it. You got any more final thoughts on
man. Well, one thing I was gonna say too, Joshua knows the taste of defeat from 2 different opponents. But Wilder has lost twice too. So I think both of them are kind of, they're at a point of their career where they're starting to not become out, because none of them are ever cocky or whatever, but they're understanding now. They know the taste of defeat, and that's a dangerous thing, man. Because you ain't scared to lose no more. Just going out there. You've already felt it. That's the fear is losing, and when it happens, at that point, you can't really go back. And you already lost before, so you might as well let it all out now. But I think Wilder in the 7th today, for sure.
Yeah, man. I said that same thing earlier, man. Well, or something similar to that.